Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Chandrani, your mentor, guide, study partner in your UPSC journey. So ये जो सीरीज आज मैं शुरू कर रही हूँ इसमें हम विजन PT365 को MCQ के थ्रू पढ़ेंगे एंड दिस इज द फर्स्ट वीडियो इन दिस सीरीज. वी विल स्टार्ट विद एनवायरनमेंट. हम यहाँ MCQ के पर्सपेक्टिव से तो पढ़ेंगे ही, बट हम वन लाइनर की तरह भी चीज़ों को याद करेंगे विच विल लेटर हेल्प इन प्रीलिम्स. यहाँ क्या है, जब हम सिर्फ MCQ के पर्सपेक्टिव से ही पढ़ते हैं एंड रिवाइज करते हैं तो क्वेश्चन देखते ही हम ऑप्शंस में फेमिलियर टर्म्स ढूंढने लगते हैं. बट अगर हम वही चीज़ों को वन लाइनर के पर्सपेक्टिव से याद करेंगे तो अगर इन अदर वर्ड्स भी वो सेम चीज़ लिखा रहा तो भी हम उस क्वेश्चन को सही से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो विदाउट एनी मोर डिले वी विल स्टार्ट. अब हम एनवायरनमेंट के PT365 में आ जाएंगे. यहाँ जो पोर्शन आज कवर करेंगे वो है क्लाइमेट चेंज और इसके अंदर जो भी सब टॉपिक्स है वो. तो PT365 को कैसे पढ़ेंगे ताकि एक ही दिन में सारा पढ़ भी पाए और रिवाइज भी कर पाए. इस वीडियो को और इस सीरीज को लास्ट तक देखिए, आपको सब समझ में आ जाएगा. और अगर आपको ये वाला PDF चाहिए मार्क्ड किया हुआ क्वेश्चंस लिखा हुआ, देन डिस्क्रिप्शन में टेलीग्राम चैनल का लिंक है, आप वहां ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. आपको ये वाला और अपकमिंग सारे मार्क्ड PDFs मिल जाएंगे. यहाँ सबसे पहले हम ग्लोबल सिनेरियो पे आ जाएंगे. IPCC 6th असेसमेंट रिपोर्ट हम देख लेंगे यहाँ कौन कौन से क्वेश्चन बनते हैं. सो रिपोर्ट किसने रिलीज किया है, रिपोर्ट का टाइटल क्या है. IPCC ने रिलीज किया है, टाइटल इज AR6 क्लाइमेट चेंज 2021 द फिजिकल साइंस बेसिस. व्हाट इज द रिपोर्ट ऑल अबाउट. इज इंडिया अ मेंबर ऑफ IPCC. What are the improvements done in AR5? Here we have to remember that AR6 will be an updated version of AR5 which was released in 2013. So improvement जो सारे किए गए हैं वो AR5 में किए गए हैं. यहाँ कुछ डेटा है जो हाईलाइटेड किया हुआ है. आप मेंस भी इनको सप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं, आपके आंसर्स में ऐड कर सकते हैं. Recent changes across the climatic system which have been observed. Right? Next question क्या आ जाएगा. How human-induced climate change affecting the weather and climate? It has been linked to extreme weather events such as heat waves, heavy precipitation, drought, and tropical cyclones. Hot extremes are more frequent. Marine heat waves have approximately doubled. Tropical cyclone occurrence has increased over the last 4 decades. Next one, definition-based आ जाएगा आपका. What is radiative forcing? So radiative forcing is the change in energy flux in the atmosphere caused by natural or anthropogenic factors of climate change. Positive radiative forcing means Earth receives more incoming energy from sunlight than it radiates to space. Next one, which are the changes of the greenhouse gas emissions which are irreversible? So changes in the ocean, ice sheets and the global sea levels. ये डेफिनेशन बेस्ड है. व्हाट आर द क्लाइमेटिक इम्पैक्ट ड्राइवर्स, CIDs? तो दे आर द फिजिकल क्लाइमेट सिस्टम कंडीशन. एग्जाम्पल मीन्स इवेंट्स एक्सट्रीम्स दैट अफेक्ट्स एन एलिमेंट ऑफ सोसाइटी और इकोसिस्टम. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपका आ जाएगा. व्हाट आर द इम्पैक्ट्स व्हिच आर लाइकली टू बी सीन इन इंडिया? तो की फाइंडिंग्स में ये सारे इम्पैक्ट्स आपको दिख जाएंगे. Next is Emission Gap Report. Here the first question is who released the Emission Gap Report 2021? What is the report all about? Annual series में आता है. And what are the key points of the report? Next आ जाएगा आपका Adaptation Gap Report 2021. तो again who released the report? It's UNEP. What is the report all about? तो report assess करता है क्या? National and global progress on adaptation, covering 3 central elements of adaptation process which are planning, financing and implementation. नीचे आपको की फाइंडिंग्स मिल जाएगा. एडाप्टेशन फाइनेंस गैप जो है इज लार्जर देन इंडिकेटेड इन 2020 एंड इज वाइडनिंग. यहाँ पे हाउ एडाप्टेशन गैप इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एडाप्टेशन एंड एडाप्टेशन कॉस्ट. तो ये डेफिनेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है. आप ये तीनों डेफिनेशन अच्छे से याद रखेंगे, यहाँ से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू यूनाइटेड नेशंस एनवायरनमेंट प्रोग्राम. हाउ डज इट वर्क? इज इंडिया अ मेंबर ऑफ UNEP? कन्वेंशंस को अरेंज करने देता है कभी कभी, तो हम इस चीज को ध्यान में रखेंगे. व्हाट आर द मेजर प्रोजेक्ट्स पब्लिश्ड बाय UNEP? हु रिलीज द ग्रीन हाउस गैस बुलेटिन? व्हाट इज द रिपोर्ट ऑल अबाउट? इज इंडिया मेंबर ऑफ वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन? हु पब्लिश्ड ग्लोबल मीथेन असेसमेंट? व्हाट डज इट टॉक्स अबाउट? इट टॉक्स अबाउट बेनिफिट्स एंड कॉस्ट ऑफ मिटिगेटिंग मीथेन एमिशन. What are the key points of the report? Is India a member of Climate and Clean Air Coalition? What are the recommendations of the report in order to reduce methane emission? What is GMI? Is India a member? GMIS Global Methane Initiative. What is short-lived climate pollutants with example? Example is methane. What India looking forward to? India's achievement so far. Do India submitted updated NDCs for limiting carbon emissions? COP26, where it happened, what the pact aims to, what are the key findings of the report, what is the objective for UNFCCC, is India a member of UNFCCC? Now, India is signatory to which pledges declaration agendas released at COP26, right? टिक किया हुआ है ग्रीन में, तो वो सारे signatory हैं. Now, what is a global methane pledge? What is India's Panchamrit? Who launched Global Resilience Index Initiative? Is India a partner of Global Resilience Index Initiative? Is India a member of CDRI, Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure? What are the goals for GRI? Now, who launched GFANZNY, Glasgow Finance Alliance for Net Zero? Who are the members here? Who launched IRIS, Infrastructure for Resilient Island State? Is India a member? Is it co-created, and by whom? What is IRIS? What are the intended outcomes IRIS targets to deliver? Names of the countries which comprises SIDS. Now coming to the Green Grids Initiative, One Sun, One World, One Grid project. What is the Green Grid Initiative all about? What is the vision behind One Sun, One World, One Grid project? Is India a member? What are the phases in which the implementation of this project has been divided? What is the significance of One Sun, One World, One Grid project? What is e-Amrit portal? Who launched it? Who launched COP26 Charter of Actions? What is it all about? What does the Global Landscape Forum Climate highlight? Moving on to Kigali Amendment to Montreal Protocol. Who approved the ratification of the Kigali Amendment to Montreal Protocol? What is Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer all about? Is India a member? What is Kigali Amendment to Montreal Protocol? Is it legally binding amendment? How many countries have ratified the Kigali Amendment, and where does India stand? Ozone cell has been set up under which ministry? What are the major ozone depleting substances? What is Quito adjustment? Who confers observer status on ISA? What is ISA all about? When it was launched? How many countries have signed and ratified? Who is their 101st member? Which is the first international organization headquartered in India? What are the initiatives taken by ISA? Which is the first country to issue its first batch of forest carbon credit stamps, and why? What are the forest carbon credit stamps? Which credits can also serve as collateral for bank credits and loans? What is carbon border tax? What are the three pillars of CAFMD, Climate Action and Finance Mobilization Dialogue? Who launched CRIPS-M tool? How it will be used? In which Indian states it will be in use? Who launched the Forum for Decarbonizing Transport in India? Is it a part of any project? Then what is actually is? Which project is a part of International Climate Initiative, and Niti Aayog is the implementing partner for India? Who launched IDDI, Industrial Deep Carbonization Initiative? What is it all about, and how does it works? What is Climate Equity Monitor? What it aims to? Developed by whom? Whose secretariat is hosted within WMO? What is Cotton 2040 Initiative, and what does it aims to? Which project has won Prince William Earthshot Prize in 2021? Do PMCCC includes only government members? What is climate finance? Which are the financial mechanisms established by UNFCCC and related agreements? Why are adaptation funds were established? Why is GCF were established Green Climate Fund? What does Clean Technology Fund, Climate Investment Fund, and UN Reducing Emission from Deforestation and Forest Degradation aims to? What is Climate Change Fund for Asian Development Banks and Forest Climate Partnership Facility? What do you understand by carbon pricing instruments? How the carbon intensity is measured? What are the microclimates? Which report finds that rise in cyclone intensity frequency in India is due to microclimate changes? How microclimate is positive as well as negative? It is positive when it provides a buffer against climate change, and it's negative when it amplifies its effect in the form of temperature peaks, droughts, irregular rain, or delayed rainfall. What is carbon neutrality? When they are achieved? What are some of the strategies to achieve carbon neutrality? What is Karakoram anomaly? What is shared stock all about? Which organization have classified it into 4 non-exclusive categories? What are those categories? Where is the world's largest plant capturing carbon from air situated? What is permafrost all about? What are the impacts of permafrost thawing? Moving on to reports and indices. Who released the States of Cities Climate Finance? What does the Cities Climate Finance Leadership Alliance all about? What does its report highlight? Who released Glaciers of Himalayas? What does it say? Who released the Groundswell report and what does the report highlight? Who released the State of Climate in Asia 2020 report and what is it all about? Who released the Atlas of Mortality and Economic Losses from Weather, Climate and Water Extremes 1970 to 2019? What are the key findings? Who released CCRI Children's Climate Risk Index? What does the report present? What are the 2 central pillars here? Which country tops the index of 163 countries? What are the things which comes under pillar 1 and pillar 2? What is India's rank here among 4 South Asian countries where children are at extreme high risk of impacts of the climate crisis? What does the report highlights? Who developed CCPI Climate Change Performance Index? What it aims to? What does it evaluates? Where does India and Denmark stand? What are the 4 categories of CCPI? Who released the Production Gap Report 2021? What does the report measures and what are the key findings of the report? Who released Mission 2070, a Green New Deal for a Net Zero India? Who released the Mapping India's Climate Vulnerability Report and Climate Vulnerability Index? What does the report analyze? It ranks districts on what basis? What are the key highlights of the report? Which are the most vulnerable districts in India? आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Till then, साथ रहें और बने रहें and for that do subscribe and hit the bell icon right there and don't forget to like, comment, share. पढ़ते रहें, खुश रहें, आबाद रहें. Thank you for watching.